Welcome to Listen, Argue, Repeat, run by two guys who can play drums better than Lars Ulrich. I'm Ryan.
I'm Marco. I think that's the nicest thing you've ever said about me on drums.
Well, yes. Yes, it is.
I know it is.
It is. We're back here this week. We have some more enthralling content for you. We have both hand-picked songs that we can't wait for the other person to listen to. My band's known by more than 10 people. I'm not sure about Mike's choice today. The cover of it screams 80s. Maybe I'll be smart and put it on the screen. During this, we'll see. I don't have AI doing this for me. I'm doing it myself. So we're going to do what we can. Anyways, Mike, how was life in your neck of the woods?
Busy. Not gonna lie. Juggling a lot of things going on right now. Looking forward to my plate not being as full as it is, but busy's good. So I guess I'm good. I'm good.
My plate's not always full because I'm fat. Now, let's get down to business. Every episode, we do rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to pick their song first. So, Michael, would you engage me in some rock, paper, scissors?
Do I have much of a choice, sir?
No. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! We both have paper. That's better than half the countries in the world. Let's try again.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Well, rock beats scissors, so Mike, you get to go first. Tell us about your audio masterpiece, which is going to change my life.
Wow, Ryan. Okay, so we have Chimera. Chimera sounds better. And that's the band. The song name is Where Is the Love? I ran into this little gym, pun intended, about, I don't know, a year. Actually, it could be a couple more years ago. And now that I think about it, I've been listening to this one off and on for quite some time now. It's good. It is really good. The vocalist in there, my humble opinion, does a really good job, especially at the end. And the instrumentation's really good. You are absolutely going to hate it. I already know. But it's my cup of tea. So.
Luckily, I don't drink tea unless it's from Long Island and it's iced. All right, Mike. Where is the Love? By a band that's oddly named.
All bands oddly named?
Some of them, but I don't usually see K, H, and Y in a band name, but whatever. Hopefully it sounds cool. They have a cool logo, so they have that going for them. Not as cool as Listen, Argue, Repeat, by the way, but we all can't be champions at everything. Let's see if this metal masterpiece is exactly what Mike is saying.
Did I say metal masterpiece?
All right, so we're on. It's going to be great. And 3, 2, 1, metal. Now we're starting off good on the metal.
I didn't say it was
piano sounds
metal.
good.
Just keep that in mind. I didn't say this was going to be metal.
The streets are so empty.
It's got some good reverb on his voice there. Not too much though.
All the tests of time got a hold on me.
When was this recorded, Mike?
It was released December of 2015.
Okay.
Deep in my soul, I know where I belong, but I can't justify your reason. I know why it has to be, but
That bass is full. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, you definitely hear the bass in this one. You gotta appreciate that clean guitar.
I'm listening to the background guitar. I wouldn't call it lead guitar, but
clean. I said clean.
Sorry, clean. There's too much love here. I can't hear you saying.
When is the moment that I'm waiting for?
Nice bass fill there. I will say, I hope this has a pickup in energy somewhere.
One more day in
Like that
this
vocal,
life,
if he could have picked it up a little more, would have had even more power. It was a good vocal. Sang it well.
I can't sing like this.
Well, I can't sing at all, so I understand. If we go by that barometer, everybody's a great singer.
I got nothing left to hide.
I will say, for the most part, the drums are recorded pretty well, too.
Open wide to show you the way.
Ooh,
Head
80s PTSD.
Where is the love? Where are the hopes and dreams?
See, for me, if I remember correctly, this vocal is a little louder than the first verse was. The first chorus was.
I ain't getting
It sounds better. It matches more of what you hear.
Where is the love?
Oh, there's more your lead guitar there.
Lose devotion.
It's very deep in the mix. I assume the solo's coming, correct? Oh, not yet. He's gonna go higher in his voice.
Actually, if I remember, there's not one.
And I'm not gonna lose my dignity, and I'm never gonna change my mind. Where is the love?
No, that would have been a perfect time for a solo.
Where are the hopes and dreams? And where is the hunger?
Oh, he's past the kidney stone now.
Oh, I ain't getting younger. Where is the love? How can I lose devotion? And when it's
Some good bass work there. Oh, drum fill. Okay. Maybe I'm getting softer in my old age, Mike. That wasn't that bad. But
I
you
was
know
not
what I really
expecting
liked?
that.
You know, yeah. You know what? Like, I'm glad they didn't fall into the pitfall of it, the trap, where you feel like you have to add a distorted rhythm guitar to play the same chords in the chorus.
Hmm.
I'm glad they didn't do that. I can actually appreciate that. I think if they would have added that, it might have been too much. Like he was trying to. There were certain emotions he was looking to get across with that song.
Oh yeah, and the vocalist carried it. That was the vehicle for that.
Mhm.
And for me, just me here, the vocalist carries this whole thing. I mean, the instrumentation is good and it's well crafted, and it's a good vehicle for it. But the vocalist, dude, you cringed a couple of times, but for me, no, man.
Well, I cringe because I don't particularly care for 80s sounding stuff. I'm not taking away the guy did a good performance. The guy did a good job.
I don't know what you mean by, because I didn't hear 80s vocals here. Are you talking about going higher in pitch?
No, it was just the way I feel like things were
Gotcha.
in my limited experience with the 80s. That felt like the 80s, and that's not something like what we're going to listen to from me is obviously not from the 80s.
Yeah.
But it was a good, well crafted song. My favorite part of it was the bass. There were some nice tasty runs there. Of course, I said tasty because I'm the fat guy. But there were some nice tasty runs there. I did appreciate how the toms sounded. Those were actually recorded pretty well. They seemed very full. I was trying to listen to more of how things sounded. The hi-hats were a little more back in the mix.
Which I favor.
I know you favor that. I don't, because a lot of the character I feel like in what kids played on the drums can be on the hi-hat, because there's such dynamics that can be in play when you're playing the hi-hat.
See, the main reason why I like hi-hats in the background is because I have high-pitch hearing. I always hear, to me, hi-hats are always up in the mix, always, because I can hear it easier than I can like the kick drum.
Mm-hmm.
So I always hear hi-hats. That's what I'm trying to get at. I always hear the cymbal work.
During the song I was trying to sing Where's the Love, I was thinking, where's the hi-hats? Because they weren't as full as I'd like them to be. But I'm picky, I'm ridiculous, they've made money, I make nothing. It was a well-crafted song. I wouldn't kill me if I heard it again, but it wouldn't be something that I'd reach out and be like, oh my God.
It's not going on your playlist, but if you had to hear it again from me, you want to when I
go have to mix this down, I won't be like, oh, I gotta hear that again. Like with Skid Row. I'm like, oh no. But for this, I'll be okay.
Oh, come on. I thought it was Arch Enemy that you hated more.
Thank you to all our Arch Enemy fans. I will say, when I've acted the most ridiculous, like when Ginger allegedly played music, that was the most views we've ever gotten on anything, by far. Where I got many comments about what a terrible person I am.
I know you keep mentioning, you've mentioned like I have like there's no diversity in my music, and I pretty much listen to the same thing, which, not gonna lie, I do get onto, how do I put this? There's a specific band I listen to on repeat all the time. Yes, I'm guilty of that. But we went from Where Is the Love? I've gone from Where Is the Love, the song we just heard, to Arch Enemy. I mean, come on.
Hey, I went from Marilyn Manson to Harry Styles. So keep those positive thoughts in mind, Mike, because I'm actually coming back to this time, close to this time frame. It's a song that was released in last year. It's by a band that I actually wasn't a huge fan of, Breaking Benjamin.
I know these guys. I know the audio work. To be honest, I don't proclaim them as I'm not a huge fan of them, but I like their work, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
I love the vocalist. I will say that. The vocalist.
There's one of the songs, there's one of their albums I purchased. Maybe it was called Dear Agony. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. I know I had Dear Agony on it. That album was pretty cool.
Yes.
The Diary of Jane was a good song. Other than that, you can't name anything else about Breaking Benjamin. I always thought his voice was a little weird, and I felt like every Breaking Benjamin song I heard, the chorus went, like the guitars were doing whatever, and then the chorus was like a halftime version of what the rest of the song was, with chords that had extra 9s and 11s in it to make it sound like more sophisticated than what it is. Which sounds like something I would do, except I can't find the 9s and 11s. I'm 3/5 and 7s. But whatever. This is the episode where I talk down about myself the entire time. I am a good person.
I was going to say, that's different how?
Because I'm recognizing it.
Ah.
So Breaking Benjamin came back like everybody else did. They came back with gray hair, beer bellies, and beards. And they released a song called Awaken. And I heard it, and I was like, it stopped me. I'm like, this is a great song, and I've continued to listen to it. And like any good fan, I didn't listen to anything else off the album that came out, if it came out. So I have no idea if there's a new Breaking Benjamin album out. If there is, I haven't listened to it. I get stuck in my stuff, and I like this song. I feel like it has good energy. The middle part of it's probably my favorite. I really like the guitar riff. It sounds cool. So I'd like for you to listen to it. And that's the first time I said so this episode. I'm pretty impressed. Just keep an open mind, which I know you're an expert at doing. Like and subscribe for more on Mike's Open Mind. And tell me what you think. Ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Awaken by Breaking Benjamin. Off the album If There Is One, Nah, I'm not gonna find it. Anyways, Breaking Benjamin, Awaken in 3, 2, 1, play.
The lo-fi guitar intro. Why? Why?
Yep.
So far away, I'm dead awoken.
Won't lie, wish that was real drums in.
Faded out of breath, life falls to gray. Hope of the hopeless, and I pray without a prayer. Cut my cupboard out. In the hollow between, you find the venom in me. Rip my world apart.
Good so far, huh?
Sorrow beneath, you find the devil in me. Stay forever.
Hey, it's one of those weird chords.
Awaken, your eyes. I still hear the call of life. I'm taken by the tide.
That riff's so good right there.
Life falls to gray.
Here's Michael drums.
Yes.
Only cost remain. Tear my head apart. A broken life has left me torn apart. Stay forever.
I really like what the drummer played in that second verse.
I awaken. Your eyes. I still hear the call.
Spoiler alert, YouTube. Mike likes the song.
You're not gonna believe what I'm about to say.
You're waiting for a guitar solo.
I wish the cymbals were a little more in the mix. Just a tad.
They wash away a little bit. Nice. By the way, that was a thumbnail shot of Mike's face right there in the video. When we get to the end, I'm going to say what I think Mike's going to say, and we'll see how close I am. Let's see how well I've studied the world of Mike over the last 25 years. All right, before you say your thoughts, let me see if I can Ryan GPT this into Michael's thoughts. Let me do the AI processing. Okay, all the information's in. Michael feels that that song is somewhat okay. He appreciates the verse structure. He appreciated the color of the guitars in the chorus. He did wish there would be some more lead guitar in the chorus. And he did not like the solo whatsoever. It was like putting 6 different techniques into one, and he was bad at all of them. However, there are parts of the song he did enjoy, he would listen to again, it will not make his playlist, and he is still amazed at the size of my forehead. How did I do, Mike?
Just like every other AI, we got some refinement we need to do there. You are correct about the solo. It wasn't that it was technically flawed. I mean, obviously the guy knows how to play. It's not that. It's just like there was one nugget that was like, yes, that's good, keep going with that. I understand maybe the little weird little.
So was that after he used the
solo?
Was it after he used the whammy bar and he's like, right before he went
that part's good.
Yes, I knew you'd say
really
that.
good. I like that. More of that. I mean, don't get me wrong. You don't have to always use speed, okay? I favor emotion, feel over speed. I always have, always will. But that was melodic. It was good. That was good. The rest of the solo, no.
And I loved it. I absolutely loved that solo. You know why? Because it made me think of that's something that I would probably end up trying to make. Because it's really quick, it's to the point, and it had a weird effect in it. So I was like, yeah, those are all the things there. That last part, I did like the last part he did there. And I liked the riff beforehand, kind of breakdown riff, where it was almost like staccato, almost sound like gent a little bit.
The guitar, you said I would like more lead in the chorus. No. The lead should be reserved for the solo. Humble opinion there for this song. I wish the solo was longer, correct, with more melody. Because my God, so this is the main reason why I love this singer for Breaking Benjamin. I love him. He is so melodic. His voice is smooth. I don't know how to say this accurate. I cannot articulate my thoughts real well on this, but his voice is smooth. It's nice. It's clean. It's good, and yet it's full. When he sings the melody line, yes. So his vocals throughout the entire thing, cool. I could have the degen stuff. It wasn't like it ripped. It didn't violate my ears, but it's just for how good the chorus was. I could have gone without all that degen stuff. That being said, it was good. It was a good song. I do not like. I say this. I know there are some songs I've chosen that has the lo-fi intros. I
forgot about that. You can't stand lo-fi intros.
Those have been beaten to death. Like the one little actual critique of this song that I would offer, just one. It is so processed, and what I mean by that is the guitar tone, the lo-fi intro. It's. I wonder how much of it is actual human, and how much of it is.
I think it was played by humans, but they really cleaned up everything with it to the point where it sounds ultra processed.
Yeah.
And I think that's some of the things, and I don't know necessarily you find this, but I know I do when I listen to music now. And even like some of the music that, like currently music that we make, I'm not recording live drums right now. I'm using something else to make them. But there's no... When I go back and listen to some of the older material I've made, when I use the live kit, I appreciate it more because I can hear mistakes sometimes, and sometimes mistakes turn into good parts. But I can also appreciate the human part of it, where not every single little thing is perfect. And it's really easy now to make everything sound super perfect. And there's some of that here.
Now, that you bring up an interesting point here, and I don't mean to be a hypocrite, because I do not have a drum kit. I have an electric drum kit, but it's dismantled. It's packed up, boxed away. But you know, I don't play drums well.
Correct.
I'm not good. I have a good brain for it, I think. I think I can structure it pretty well because I've been doing that. But I cannot physically play the drums, probably because I need to slow down and actually try to learn it rather than going, oh yeah, I listen to these bands, so I need to sound like this. I need to slow down and actually start from basic step number one and move forward. I just haven't taken the time to do that. So I do use mini drums. Now, that being said, one little caveat is that I create the drums with using sheet music. That's how I actually do it. So every beat you hear, I plug and chug the 16th note triplet, the quarter note, half note, eighth note. I do all of that by hand. So it's my brain just being played by MIDI. So it's a small little caveat, but so I don't mean to be overly critical when I say sounds overly processed. That being said, it is a good song. Like I said, the chorus is absolutely phenomenal, and I do like it when they slow down halftime because I love halftime.
I know you do.
I was telling this. I was talking with a colleague at work. He's a drummer, and I was showing him some songs, and I can't remember when it was. I can't remember the context, but I just said, pay attention to the snare. It's on the third beat. It's halftime, and he goes, "Oh yeah, you're right. You like halftime, don't you?" Yes, I do. So I appreciate that, but Breaking Benjamin. This song was good. If would I add it to my playlist? No, but if I heard it again, I would. My ears would be pleasantly surprised because, like I said, that guy can sing. Okay, that is one of my. I have a handful of vocalists I say this about. Small handful. He's on that list. He's good. Really, really good.
Great. What do you all think? Are you not going to go buy MIDI drums like Micah's just told us all to do? And are you going to be as processed as we are right now? There won't be any digital editing here. You can't fix perfection, but you could try. Right?
Sure.
Yeah, that's great.
Maybe we're all in the Matrix. I don't know.
I don't know what that means, but if it means I get to go see somebody that I like, well, actually, 3 people that I like, I'm going to go do it now. So it's been real. Check out all our past episodes. We'll do new ones when we feel like it. And,
when life permits is more accurate.
Yeah, listen to him. Actually, there you go. Listen to him. I'm looking at the camera, so I don't know which way to point, so I just pointed at the printer. And the printer's not going to do anything, unless it's a printer run by AI, which it's not because it's old. It's been real.
They've had enough, Ryan. They've had enough.
See you next time. I've been Ryan.
I'm Michael. Peace.
Wash your hands.